Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel.
I feel like my voice just got lower.
Anyway, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel Steingesser, duh. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, it means a lot. I'm almost at 100, thank you for that. Before we begin, I would just like to give a shout out to The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. It's freaking phenomenal. Has me on the edge of my seat. It seems boring, it sounds boring, I guess. Riveting. It is so enticing. It's amazing. Go check it out on Netflix if you haven't. As per the title of this YouTube video, which I normally just make a YouTube video and then I come up with the title later kind of thing. For this one, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this YouTube video. Like I had a bunch of ideas and you know what? I just decided let's combine them. Why not? Warning, don't watch this if you don't want to see my underarms. So I'm gonna be waxing my underarms, but while I do that, I'm going to be roasting my own birth chart. If you don't know what a birth chart is, I'm gonna drop it right now so you know what it looks like. I've talked about astrology before. No one really cared. Whatever. Screw you. Just kidding. There's lots of different kinds of charts and things you can do. Excuse me while I just powder my underarms with this Burt's Bees baby. For your baby bee. I'm gonna flash my underarm real quick so like don't look if this freaks you out. I'm kind of freaking myself out because this is very vulnerable. I'm scared. Very vulnerable moment for me. And it's like not normalized. Like women's underarm, bikini line, whatever, any kind of hair on a woman ever, it's like not normal. I mean, besides like this hair, obviously. So I'm gonna start roasting myself as I go along. We'll see what happens. I feel like I should be drinking while I do this too, just to add in a little extra oomph. Speaking of drinking, I officially quit my job today. I know I have another video saying I quit, but let's be real. I'm a really great employee, but I kind of let people walk all over me. I tried to quit and then we agreed on like a couple of days a week and I was like, okay, all right, if you really need me, sure. The weekend happened and then I came back to work. My coworkers were confused and I was confused because there was a ton of miscommunication. And not just that, but my boss like went behind my back to my other coworkers, emailed them all a new schedule without me on it at all. So then I was texting my other coworker and she told me, she was like, you're not gonna be here at all? Like, now I have to work this day. And I was like, what are you talking about? I told him I would work that day specifically. He said that he would rather have people who want to work for him work. And I was like, oh, cool. And it was cool because I'm like, okay, well, that's what I wanted in the first place was to quit fully. And then I talked to him and I was like, hey, so like, should we figure out this? Like, did you still want me to work Wednesdays? Like what day, blah, 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 blah. Because he didn't communicate with me. So I went to him. And then he was like, oh, your coworker says she can do it. So I don't need you at all. And I was like, okay, if you don't need me, whatever. I told my coworker that I was talking to him. She was like, I don't want to work that day. And I was like, okay, well that's between you guys because he's telling me he doesn't want me to work when he didn't even come to me to tell me that. He changed his mind. I honestly think he just wanted to feel like he had power in this situation because I was quitting. Ow. Ooh, I just cursed. Anyway, I'm trying to keep the story short, but basically, then my coworker told him like, look, I'm not working that day. You made it sound like Rachel had quit. He came begging back to me like, hey, can you please work this day? And I was like, yeah, dude, I told you I would, I guess so. I'm still working full time, right? I start having a bunch of chest pain that I haven't had in a few months and I literally cannot go to sleep at night because I'm stressed out. So that was last week and today I quit. So that's basically the story. I will get into the astrology now that I'm about halfway done with this underarm. Shoot, I think I ripped that the wrong way. This is very chaotic, just like everything else I do in my life. It really took a while for this hair to grow back. Like, it's really coming out very easily. This is great. This is nice and smooth. When you're getting an underarm wax with somebody else, you have your arms up like this, so they're nice and stretched, but I can't do that because I have to have this arm. And this, like, honestly, my arms are not athletic enough to do that. Ow. Okay, time to roast my birth chart. As you might be able to guess, I've already told you this, my sun is in Gemini, which means that I am very flighty. I'm very quick to talk. I also have my Mercury in Gemini, and I'm easily bored. So if you are not interesting to me, bye-bye. I'm also not great with secrets. Ow. But that's not because I'm not loyal. It's just because I love talking. I hate how people are like, oh, Geminis love to hear themselves talk. It's, you know, it's kind of true. If I didn't like hearing myself talk, like why would I be an actor? Why would I like doing these videos? I also have a short attention span. That's why I'm always like, don't take me to a movie on the first date.
Cause I will be bored and I won't be able to concentrate.
should also be aware that I have a Libra rising, which means I'm drop dead gorgeous. That's totally a joke. So basically being a Libra rising means everyone likes me until they get to know me. Just kidding, that sounds terrible. This is a roast. What do you expect, Rachel? I'm constantly aiming for balance because Libra is the scales and it's all about balance, and yet I'm never succeeding. Okay, let's rip this baby off. That was so easy. I'm also a people pleaser. Libras like to keep the peace. That means just like making everyone else happy. But hey, I quit today. I stood up for myself, so pat on the back for me. Bam! On to my moon in Sagittarius. This basically means I have a constant need to travel and run away from people and situations. It's not because, oh God, I wish you could like step in my shoes to understand. I just need to be moving on to the next thing. I love new adventures, keeping it spontaneous, keeping it interesting, keeping it fun and lighthearted. I mean, I love to wing it. Come on. I just was reading this book called like Winging It or something. Very inspirational. I feel like I have the most fun when I just wing it in situations. It also means I like to make fun of myself when I'm in pain. I also have my Venus in Cancer, which also happens to be my chart ruler. If you don't know what your chart ruler is, the planet that rules your rising sign. So in my case, Libra is my rising sign. Venus rules Libra. So Venus in my chart is my chart ruler, and my Venus happens to be in Cancer. Bam, that was a mouthful. So that basically means I'm sensitive AF, even though I'm such an airhead and I have a Sagittarius moon, whatever. I have a lot to give, and I bend over backwards for the people I love, which is not always a good thing. Yeah, yeah. And it also means I'm too romantic for my own good. So that's basically me roasting my own chart. And I waxed my underarms. I hope this was interesting enough for you. Hope you learned something. Drop your top 3 and your chart ruler down below. Roast yourself if you want. Roast me some more if you want. Get jiggy with it. I don't know what made me say that phrase. It reminds me of Scooby-Doo for some reason. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. 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 Thanks for watching.